So let's welcome in Congressman Pat Fallon to try to break this down with us. Congressman, welcome back to Wake America.
Hey, good morning, Carl. How are you?
Okay, so help me keep my head from exploding on this. You can't afford gas because it's almost $5 a gallon in a lot of places. But you know what? Go buy a $70,000 electric vehicle. That'll do it. That'll save you $80 a month, right?
Now, Carl, has much made sense with the Biden administration over the last 15, 16 months? Yeah. I mean, it is absolutely mind-boggling. The guy lives in a fog. And he just leaves me scratching my head time after time. And this is just another example of that. It makes no sense. And apparently, they're really bad at math.
Yeah, real bad at math because the payment on a 60, let's call it a $50,000 car, is going to cost you upwards of $600. Oh, actually, probably $700 because you know what? Interest rates are going up too. His solution prior to the midterms is to release from the strategic petroleum reserves. We've been talking about this all day. And the issue is to the greenie beanies out there who want them to do less oil burning, because that's what makes, you know, this whole climate change narrative go around, is to just take the oil from somewhere else. Burn the same amount, but just take it from somewhere else, right?
Well, okay, so and by the way, Carl, the legislative branch led on us when we stopped buying Russian oil. That didn't come from the White House. Biden dragged his feet like he did on so many things vis-a-vis Russia and the Ukraine. So we said no more of that. And then Biden's solution is, okay, we won't buy from the Russians anymore, so let's buy from some mini Putins like Venezuela and Saudi Arabia.
Nicolas Maduro.
And Iran. That'll do it. How about this, Joe Biden? We unleash the American energy sector and stop vilifying them. We have plenty of natural gas in the United States. We have plenty of oil in the United States. Let's drill and exploit it. And by the way, if you're an environmentalist, it's safer for the United States to do it because we have the expertise. We have regulations in place to protect the environment. We have an independent judiciary, and we have a strong environmental lobby.
Right.
Iran, Venezuela, and Saudi Arabia don't have any of those things.
Congressman, I have an idea, and I've been screaming this from the hills for the last 10 years, which is if someone could just put forward a bill, somebody, I don't know, like a congressman that rhymes with Pat Fallon, to say, who do we know like that, that could say, look, guys, the first clean, renewable, reliable energy source produced by an American company that is equal to, comparable, or greater than fossil fuels will pay no federal taxes for 10 years. Your employees won't pay taxes. Your business won't pay taxes. You'll be tax-free. Getting the government the heck out of the way for people like Elon Musk. Do you think we could make something like that happen, and do you think it would work?
Carl, I think incentives do work. We've seen that over the last several centuries economically. It does work. And I do think that there may be a fella that rhymes with Pat Fallon that might be talking to his staff this week to file something like what you just said. And that's why it's so wonderful to shut your mouth as a member of Congress and open your ears, because you have great ideas that come to you from friends like you just mentioned, or when you're knocking on doors. You know, the American people are smart, and those are innovative approaches to, you know, real world problems.
Yeah, it's interesting though. You know, we live in America. We have footprints and a flag on the moon. We split the atom, and we can't figure out these things like, you know, renewable energies and things like that. The thing that I struggle with most about this whole thing is that they're using the oil reserves for political gain. Is there any laws that you know of, any standards, any governance that says, hey guys, this is for emergencies, this is not for political fallout?
Again, Carl, you're going to probably be seeing legislation this week. And probably not just from our office, but from others, because I am sick and tired of Joe Biden and the left's you know, kind of solution to rising gas prices being to release the strategic oil reserve. It's a political talking point. You know as well as I, if you put a Band-Aid on an arterial wound, it's not going to do anything. And that's what this is. You have to address the root cause. You have to stop the bleeding and clamp it. And the way to stop the bleeding is to to issue more permits on federal lands and offshore. The ANWR up in Alaska, the Keystone Pipeline, let's approve that and get that going again. And, you know, provide again the incentives. Get the shit. Just, you know what the energy sector's been asking us to do? Just get the shackles off.
Right.
Stop vilifying us. Stop demonizing us.
Well, the irony is, too, the bulk of the Keystone Pipeline has already been paid for. The materials are on site. And when the Biden administration canked it, they're just basically sitting out there in the land rusting. I mean, crazy to me.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. And
So,
how many great paying jobs did they kill? Almost 100,000. It's ridiculous.
oh, yeah, yeah. Great job, Joe Biden, winning all the way around. All right, Congressman Pat Fallon, always a pleasure, sir. Always a pleasure.
Thanks, Carl. God
All
bless.
right.